If a small cut on your hand is taking weeks instead of days to heal, if that stubborn fat around your stomach hasn't moved in years no matter what you try, if you wake up tired even after a full night's sleep, that's not just getting older. That's your body telling you something specific has shut down. Deep inside your bone marrow, you have cells whose entire job is to repair, rebuild, and regenerate your body. In most adults, those cells go quiet, not because they're gone, but because nothing is telling them to wake up. And here's the part that should genuinely concern you. The same switch that wakes those cells back up is the same switch that determines whether your body burns fat or holds onto it. The good news? This switch isn't broken. It's just been ignored. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly what flips it back on. Here's what almost nobody understands about aging and stubborn fat. Your body isn't broken. It's operating in storage mode. When your body senses things are calm, predictable, and food is always available, it stops prioritizing repair because nothing's forcing it to. Instead, it shifts resources towards storage, fat storage, and it quietly dials down the processes responsible for healing and renewal. The good news is, this isn't permanent. Research across fasting science, cold exposure, and gut health points to the same conclusion. A handful of simple daily signals can tell your body it's time to shift gears. In this video, I'll walk you through 6 science-backed habits linked to better cellular renewal and fat metabolism. No injections, no expensive clinics, nothing exotic. We'll go from the most accessible all the way to the one getting the most attention in recent research, something you probably already have in your kitchen. Before we dive in, if you're someone who actually wants to feel better as you get older, instead of just accepting it, hit subscribe now. It genuinely helps this channel keep making videos like this, and I'd love to have you along. Let's start with something you probably already have in your spice rack: turmeric. You've heard turmeric is anti-inflammatory. That's old news. What's more interesting is research into curcumin, its active compound, and its possible effects on cellular health and fat cell formation. But here's the catch most people miss. Turmeric on its own is poorly absorbed. Research has consistently shown that pairing it with black pepper, specifically a compound called piperine, dramatically improves absorption. How to use it? Mix about a teaspoon of turmeric with a pinch of black pepper and a little healthy fat, olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado. The fat helps absorption since curcumin is fat-soluble. Stir it into warm water, a smoothie, or scrambled eggs. This is a slow-build habit. Consistency matters more than intensity. Next is something with a much longer history than you'd expect: black seed oil, used in traditional remedies for centuries. Its active compound, thymoquinone, has drawn growing scientific interest for its role in activating AMPK, often described as your body's master metabolic switch. When AMPK activates, your cells shift their priorities from storing energy toward using it. Several studies on black seed oil supplementation in overweight adults have observed reductions in body weight and waist circumference over several weeks of consistent use. How to use it? Research generally points to small daily amounts, around half a teaspoon to start, taken in the morning on an empty stomach. The taste is strong and bitter, so many people pair it with a little raw honey. Quality matters here. Look for cold-pressed organic oil in a dark glass bottle, since light and heat degrade the active compound quickly. This next one surprises people because it's not about broccoli the vegetable, it's about broccoli sprouts. These tiny days-old sprouts contain dramatically higher concentrations of a compound called sulforaphane compared to mature broccoli. Sulforaphane has been studied for its ability to activate a cellular pathway called NRF2, sometimes described as your body's internal protection switch, which turns on hundreds of genes involved in reducing oxidative stress and supporting cell repair. Here's the critical part. Sulforaphane only forms when the sprouts are raw and chewed. Cooking destroys the enzyme responsible for activating it. How to make them. Soak about 2 tablespoons of broccoli sprouting seeds overnight in a jar. Then rinse twice daily for 3 to 5 days until they sprout. Eat about a cup a day, raw on salads, in smoothies, or straight from the jar. Now we're getting into the methods that have generated the most excitement in recent research, and this one is completely free. Cold exposure triggers a surge of norepinephrine, a hormone linked to metabolism and to the activation of brown fat, a type of fat tissue that actually burns energy to produce heat, unlike the fat that tends to accumulate around the midsection. You do not need an ice bath. Researchers studying cold exposure protocols have found that even short, gradual exposure produces measurable effects over time. How to start? At the end of your normal shower, switch to the coldest setting for just 30 seconds. Over a couple of weeks, gradually build up to 2 to 3 minutes. That's genuinely enough to begin. By the way, if you're finding this useful so far, now's a perfect time to tap that subscribe button. We've still got 2 of the most interesting ones coming up, and I don't want you to miss them. This next one involves doing the opposite of eating, and it's backed by some of the most compelling research on this list. Studies on fasting have found that extended periods without food shift your cell's fuel source from glucose to fat. And this metabolic shift appears to activate processes involved in cellular cleanup and renewal, often called autophagy. Research on time-restricted eating has found that people who confine their eating to a shorter daily window tend to lose a meaningful amount of body weight over several weeks. And notably, a good portion of that loss tends to come from visceral fat, the type stored around your organs. How to implement it? A commonly studied approach is a 16-hour fasting window followed by an 8-hour eating window. Stop eating by early evening and don't eat again until midday. During the fast, water, black coffee, and plain tea are fine. Anything with calories interrupts the process. And now, the one getting real attention in gut health research, something so simple it sounds almost too easy. When you cook starchy foods like potatoes or rice and then let them cool in the fridge, the starch structure physically changes. It becomes resistant starch, meaning your small intestine can't fully digest it. Instead, it travels to your large intestine, where it feeds beneficial gut bacteria. Those bacteria produce a compound called butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that's been the subject of growing research interest for its role in supporting gut health, metabolic function, and cellular renewal throughout the body. How to use it? Cook a batch of potatoes or rice, then refrigerate for at least 12 hours before eating. Even reheated, most of the resistant starch remains. So, let's bring it all together. 6 accessible habits, all pointing toward the same underlying idea. Your body has built-in systems for renewal and fat metabolism, and they respond to specific signals. Turmeric and black pepper, black seed oil, raw broccoli sprouts, cold exposure, time-restricted fasting, and cooled resistant starch. None of these require a prescription or a clinic visit. They require consistency and a willingness to send your body the right signals regularly. Remember that switch we talked about at the beginning? It's not mystical. It's your body responding to real, researched signals: temperature, timing, and what's on your plate. You don't need to do all 6 today. Pick one, start tonight. And honestly, if you got something out of this video, subscribing is the easiest way to make sure you don't miss the next one. It costs nothing, takes 2 seconds, and it really does help. So if you're up for it, hit that button before you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.